good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you're at. How are we doing today? Going to take a brief 30 minutes or so to kind of do a little streaming here from one of the games that I have yet to pick up again after the final release. That is going to be the Deedlit, Deedlit in Wonder Labyrinth, from one of my all-time favorite animes, Record of Lodoss War. Basically, we're going to do a little bit of that, probably get into some of the intro stuff. I'm going to start the game from brand new. I know that they have released patches for levels 3 and 4 before, and then now I guess 5 through 6 or 5 and 6. Basically, the game is out now. It's been finalized. Now we can actually start playing the whole thing and getting through the content. For those of you who don't know what it is a Metroidvania style game. Turn that music down. Sorry about that. It's a Metroidvania style game. Basically, what it is, if you played Castlevania or Metroid, it's kind of one of those up and down shooters. So, well, not up. Anyway, it's kind of like a map. It's a side-scrolling action game, basically. Usually has some kind of inventory management, and then of course a map or HUD for you to kind of explore and go back and forth with. So, long story short, it is probably going to be a little rough. It's been a while since I played it, so we'll see how it goes. But at the very least, we should be at a point where, see here, should be at a point where we shouldn't have too much problem with it. All right. So with all that, I'm going to go ahead and just switch over to that because you don't want to see my ugly face anymore. And then we're just going to kind of close off the chat for now so it's not in the way. And one last thing before we do that. Go ahead. Raise the volume just a little bit. I'm not sure if it's going to be too loud or not, but we're going to try it that way. All right. So, like I said, Deedlit in Wonder Labyrinth from the Record of Lodoss War. Let me move that so it's not in your way. And here we go. So, we're going to start a brand new game. Kind of sucks because I went back through it, got a really good sword. Probably not very good anymore now that they finalized the game. We're going to go with a brand new one and see how that goes for about 30 minutes or so here. And see, this is new. Yeah, that's all brand new. All right. Okay. So back. Equipment. Oh no, that's a start button. Or what typically would be a start button. Okay. Also change. Yeah. So they're bringing in a lot of well, I wouldn't say D&D, but RPG elements into it. If you know anything about the anime, basically the anime was based off of one of the creators' D&D campaigns, so kind of interesting. All right, let me see. Okay, that's what we got. Okay. Get bows and everything later, so it kind of changes it up from the Symphony of the Night formula, but it is very reminiscent of that game, which I would tend to like to play that once or twice a year. Okay. Oh, I forgot. No double jump yet. Get so used to playing a certain style, certain way, that when you start over again, you forget, oh, I don't have that. Oh, okay. Much like the Castlevania games of yore, if you leave a room and come back, your enemies will have respawned. The things that I'm picking up, the little blue and yellow squares, they come into play a little bit later. You'll kind of see that if we get to it. Again, I'm only playing for about 30 minutes or so, before the wife gets home as well, so it's not going to be a major playthrough here. But it is going to be a start, kind of like a demo, I guess you could say. Now, one thing I do like is that they did keep a lot of the aesthetics from the I guess the animated TV show. There's a lot of things they change with the sequel show called the Legends of Heroic Knight, which it kind of, let's see, it kind of went back and changed a lot of the things. It did follow through with the actual like transcript of the anime, or like the anime was based off of a little bit more. But in this respect, it was kind of the weaker of the two entries because the animation style on it were just atrocious and everything else. So, all right, so this is where you get your first power up. That's okay. This is the Wind Spirit. Basically, it's going to give you some things like being able to double jump, hover. You'll see in a minute. Okay, so there's the hovering ability. That's what I have right now. Okay. We'll freeze you in place. Okay, I think that might be new. Alright, so basically, then left bumper? I don't... Okay, yeah. But what was the left bumper thing? Was that like a higher skill tier, or... Supposed to be able to lock into place with the... Okay, I see what it does. So when you hit the left bumper, it stops you from moving so you can turn. But you still have to hold all the other buttons. So it's useful, but if I let go of the jump button, yeah, okay. So otherwise, I can just hover like this. Okay. So like Symphony of the Night has its own save points. There's stores and everything else. There's also like a training mode thing that I've seen some of them, but not a lot of them. Been a lot of changes to the game ever since I played it last. Lydia, the Grey Witch. No, Carla, the Grey Witch. Interesting. A lot of new stuff. Yeah, I really love this game. It is kind of like a good answer to Symphony of the Night. Okay, I don't think I can go anywhere yet. No, so it even has the transport portals like Symphony of the Night. It is very, very reminiscent of that game. It almost like I wouldn't say a clone, but it is very, yeah, it is very, very nice game. Very nice. Okay. Go too deep in there until we get over here. Okay. Unlike Symphony of the Night, it doesn't manually save, so every time you walk over to that, it saves it. Now, I'm looking down at my map down here, and if you can see, well, if you can see, maybe you can see my mouse pointer, yeah. Okay, there's an empty room there. I'm going to see what that's all about, and we'll continue on the way. Okay, so here's the fire. Okay, so RB switches between the two. Okay, and if you notice those little walls of fire and ice, I guess you could say, those come into play now as well. So now I can go through those. And then of course, if you get up to 3, it'll heal any part of your bar. So you'll see that here in a second too. So those are where those little blocks come from. Okay, so if you switch over to the wind one, you start getting the red little blocks for the fire guy, and then if you switch over to fire guy, you get the blue ones for the wind guy. So I'm not going to call them by their proper names; they're just whatever. So basically, when you build up those 3 stacks of those, you get healing ability, and those, you'll see those numbers kind of right there, where it shows there. Okay, so that's basically up top. So switching over to that. Okay. So basically it's telling me that I can... Okay, so the knife, I think, is a pretty useful weapon. Doesn't have the range. Okay. So, more like a machete, I guess. It does have quite a range on it, but it is quite stronger than a rapier that I was using. Alright, I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna go back to save point. Some enemies are in this one. Some enemies are hurt more depending on what elemental you're using. So, like, I'm not sure if the golems there or the imps are hurt more when you're using the wind spirit or not. Okay. A room right here. Let's see what's in here. Okay, so locked door. You'll start seeing those appear up on the screen here. Okay, I don't have double jump yet, so I can't go there. Okay, now as you saw, let me see if I can find another imp. The wolves don't seem to be impacted much by it, but I thought there was one up here. Guess not. Anyway, I hit that flying imp with 1 hit rather than 2. Okay, so with the wind. Oh, well, I guess I'm just leveled up enough to where I can hit it. Okay, never mind. I will shut up. Alright, let's see where we are on our map. A lot about these games is that you go by your map pretty exhaustively, so you will be going back and forth quite a bit. Okay, I think the goblins. No. Okay, so level 3 on the wind will start healing me if I get hurt. You'll see that in a minute. And as you can see, with level 3, you start getting this little gust of wind at the end of the weapon. With the fire, you get a little spray of fire, I guess you could say, at the end of the weapon as well. So as you can see, now we have our transport portals. Okay, so now we can go back and forth. I'm not ready to do that yet. Yeah, right here. Okay, you can build up sometimes with these little things, and as you can see, I have level 3 on both. So, gust of fire, gust of wind. Okay, you want them at level 3 because basically you'll fight bosses and monsters that will require some of these skills, and you'll be able to swap between them pretty quickly. Okay, now we got the bow. Okay. Okay, so that. Alright. So, to change this around a little bit too. Okay, and then left button. Okay, will allow us to. Like that. That's kind of a new addition, I think. Alright, you'll see where that comes in a minute. I think that one was down at the bottom, was it not? Down there. Transport room. Oh, it was over here. Right here. So as you can see, as you saw earlier, when you shoot the bow against rock, it just, get implanted in there. However, in the metal plates that you see up there, you can cause it to ricochet, like so. Okay. Oh, kind of neat mechanic on it. You gotta know all about angles. Alright, as you can see in this one, oh, there you go. You'll see some of the harder puzzles. You'll see me do multiple attempts on those. Okay, let's just see what's over here. Okay, so a lot of this area is a lot of training stuff. So as you can see, I swapped over from the wind to fire, and I can walk through that. Now, same thing here, and see how you have to kind of switch that real quick. Okay, I think. See, this is double jump or something, isn't it? Ah, okay, your magic. I forgot about that. So you have magic powers. Okay. As you can see there. And that's kind of like a screen attack thing. Ah, slain. So, let me see here. So basically, everybody's being cryptic as fuck. So, oh. So depending on your elemental too, that can give you some additional attack on your arrows as well. Let's see here. As you can see, I'm guarding fireball damage. Okay. I want to go over here. Yeah, I do. This is one of those instances where I never get the angles right on these things. I hit it just about right. Nope. Help if I didn't hit that. There we go. Alright. So this gives you a little bit of more of a range. Oop. And there's a slide ability too, I think. I don't have that just yet. Where I have been and where I haven't been. Okay, that's where I woke up. So I've already been back to where I had been before, Slain. The hell, bud? Oh, so when you get hit, and as you can see, I'm healing up there. When you get hit, you lose your level on your familiar. Shouldn't say familiar. I guess it would be more your elemental. Video game programmers must really hate wolves. They're always putting wolves in them. Wolves in video games are usually complete bastards. Look at Red Dead. Look at any of the games, really. Wolves are just assholes, apparently. Fire. There we go. Alright, let's see. Okay, we went through all of that. There's a room up there that I missed. I think, don't quote me on this, I think this might be a boss room, so I'm not ready for that yet. The Dragon Tooth Warriors will come back. They're kind of like the bone skeletons in Castlevania. As you notice, they've started spawning into this room where I once was, with all the little traps and stuff, or doors. Looks like I can go into these doors now. Ah. Yum. So, got... Okay, I'm gonna keep the old bow for now. One thing I used to do is farm imp spears and goblin clubs like right outside of this door. As you can see, it's only 17 coin, I guess you could say, but it does help with buying better weapons. Okay, if I can remember correctly, Cobalt sword is pretty good. But the Dragon Fang bow is where it's at right there. So I've got 300 coin right now. I might come back for that. Okay, attack speed. And attack damage. Okay, so bow is not that much of an improvement on the speed, or on the damage, but it does give you one up to speed. I think maybe the compound bow might be where I need to go. Check this out. If this still works, I think it's the Goblin Spear that I can sell right here. Oh, it's the spear, or it used to be the spear and the club. I guess they're not dropping anymore. Let's see. I didn't see a spear drop. Let's see if the Goblin Club still works. I'm not going to use either one. That would suck if they found that out. Got rid of that. That was my one way of cheesing the system, man. Yeah, they're not dropping anymore. Damn. The man got me. Oh, as you can see, that guy is not hurt by fire. Yeah, I need... Boss room. It seems like there's a boss room coming up. Here. Yep. Ah, almost. What if we hit that? There we go. Okay. So that gave me a little bit more health. Miss anything up here, did I? Okay. Okay. I feel like I should go over there. There might be a save point at the very least. Oh. Yeah, as you can see, fire had much better attack damage on the rooster there. Okay, so I'm circling back into the rest of the map because, yeah, because things like this, there's not much room to expand in between them, so that if I missed any rooms, I can go back and get them. Oh, shoot. Alright, so that's where I have been. Let's go this way and see. Guys always get me. Yeah. Try it again. Nope. There we go. Now you can't just spam arrows over and over. As you can see, I have an energy up there, energy points up there. That bar on the right. Pay attention to what I'm doing here. Yeah. Get that guy. Ah, there we go. This is where you start seeing things fall apart. It's all gonna fall apart now. Okay. Okay, that is the boss room. I'm not gonna go there just yet. How much more to explore? Okay. The bastards. Fuck. I don't have healing ability. got that. I think we're almost done here for now. Okay, I think that is probably a good place to stop the stream for a minute. Okay, so as you can see, you got a lot going on still. So anyway, so yeah, here's a boss room down there. There's some things up here that I've got left to explore, and then right over here, I do need to go back. And if I can make my way up here, I can kind of teleport back over here. If I can go back, I can maybe get this room here that I missed. I think it might be a... Not sure what's over there. But I know that my boss room is down there, at least my first one. So I'm not quite sure, quite ready to get there yet. And then, yeah, there's that room over here. So there's a little bit that I want to go back over and explore before I hit that boss room. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed that. And I'm sorry for the short stream, but it's kind of one of those things where I had other things that I need to do. Just wanted to stream a little bit, get into this a little bit before I did that. So with all that said and done, I hope you guys have a good one. And yeah, thanks for watching. All right.